Well, the New England Patriots are getting even more help. The rich get richer, and we have confirmed that indeed the New England Patriots have traded for receiver Mohamed Sanu. Chris, I was stunned by this one because I kept thinking we were going to see that Sanu would end up in San Francisco. That had been kind of getting gurgling and bubbling around for a while.
Right.
But for a second, the Falcons got a second-round pick for a guy that they just don't need anymore. And they're in fire sale mode, or they should be. This is a great haul for the Atlanta Falcons.
It is.
And for the Patriots, it's another effort to push the chips into the middle of the table and get to number 7 and get that extra help at receiver that they don't have. With Rob Gronkowski retired, with Antonio Brown gone, and with Josh Gordon injured, now they've got Mohamed Sanu. He's a guy that plenty of players on the team know well. Steve Belichick knows him from his time at Rutgers.
Guy, right.
And it's what a shock, another Rutgers guy playing for the New England Patriots. And this is something that the Patriots have wanted to do for a while, and they finally get there. And now the challenge is going to be get him up to speed as quickly as you can.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to have some learning to do because he's never been in an offense like this in his history as far as in Cincinnati or the Atlanta Falcons. So this will be a new language to him. Obviously, to get a second-round pick for the Atlanta Falcons, I mean, great job by them. I would think that means there was a market for Mohamed Sanu, and that's why the Patriots had to eventually give up that second-round pick, added to the fact that I think Bill Belichick's going, we're the best team in football, and our only issue is wide receiver, and we need more help there and more versatility at the position, and we don't know exactly how banged up Josh Gordon is. But Sanu's attitude, he's a guy he's been around the Sims family before, okay, Mike? He is hard-nosed New England type of guy, and that's why Bill Belichick likes those Rutgers Shianos guys or the Urban Meyer Florida guys because they usually can handle the day-to-day rigors of, we play in New England, it's all business, we're in your face. When you mess up, we tell you how stupid and bad you are and you need to get better. And Mohamed Sanu has the toughness mentally and physically to play up there in New England.
And you know what else Mohamed Sanu can do better than at least one member of the Sims family? Throw the football. So
he can. Well, he works with the Sims family. He knows that we helped him a little there. But he does. He has a phenomenal arm.
It's how to square the shoulders, right?
He's got a phenomenal arm.
Not that you're ever going to take the ball out of Tom Brady's hands, but they do that from time to time. When you least expect it, you'll see something like that where one of the other guys throws the football, and now Mohamed Sanu enters that mix. And this really, I'm trying to process all this. We were thinking if the Patriots made a move for a receiver, it would be for a guy who commands double coverage everywhere he goes. That's not the case. This is just another cog in the machine, just another guy who's going to be on the field running routes, and if he gets open, he gets the ball. And Tom Brady talked about that last night as it relates to Jacoby Myers, the undrafted rookie who had 4 catches last night after having 5 the week before against the Giants. Brady said, I just throw to the guy who's open. And, at a time when there are so many teams out there that get themselves all bottled up in the idea of getting the ball to a certain guy like Odell Beckham, and we got to get it to him early, and we got to get him engaged. No, the best way to run your offense is the quarterback is the center of the universe. The receivers run their route. And if you're open, you get the ball.
Yes.
And worry about the stats later. The stats don't matter. What matters is running your route and making the catch when the ball is in your hands.
Yes.
That's all that matters. And for the quarterback, all that matters is finding the open guy and throwing it to him. And Sanu is going to fit that mentality far more than here's some guy that we have to feed the ball to over and over and over again.
Definitely. It's the beauty of the New England offense. They don't do that, really. Their plays are, like I was saying kind of in the opening today, you don't see Brady audible a lot, right? If ever, really. He might say check, check, or get to the other play because he's called 2 plays, but you don't see him just like, hey, you do this, hey, do that, do that, do that. Why? Because New England, and like you're saying, is a well-oiled machine, and every play has the contingency plan for the defense they're playing. So he's been taught during the week, if they bring this blitz, I'm going to go to this guy. If they play this coverage, I'm going to go 1, 2 to 3. So he knows everything that way. It is the beauty of their offense. It's phenomenal that way. And more specifically with Mohamed Sanu, there's no tight end play there. The tight end is not as important. New England this year without Gronkowski, I think they missed that middle of the field aspect of their offense. Sanu is great over the middle as far as physical, not afraid of linebackers and safeties. He's a really good run blocker, Mike. So when they bring him down close to the line of scrimmage and want to run the ball, he'll go block safeties and linebackers to do those things. And then, we're going to fake that. We're going to run the play action. Now he's over the middle. Bam. So it's a versatile group now with him and Julian Edelman and Dorsett. And we'll see when Gordon gets back to where they can move them around. And to what you're saying, you can't get a tell on who are they trying to get the ball to? Who are they featuring? No, all our guys can do everything in New England.
Well, like the play we talked about yesterday, that fourth down in the Houston-Indianapolis game where the Colts knew the ball was going to DeAndre Hopkins,
exactly.
Right? So you cover DeAndre Hopkins, and if you do that, nobody else is even in the route. So
yes.
That's what the Patriots do. And you were dangerously close to suggesting once again that Tom Brady is a system quarterback. You have to give him credit for those 20 years of experience where he knows when he looks across who's going to be open. He knows what he's seeing. He knows. It's that brain. He's got the supercomputer that is attached to this body that, for whatever reason, doesn't age, and who the hell knows how long he's going to be able to do.
I don't mean it to be he's a system quarterback. The system's phenomenal, and he runs it phenomenal, and he is always one step ahead of the game. And the brain power that you speak of, I'm not trying to knock Tom Brady. I'm just trying to say it's so much bigger than just Tom Brady at times on the offensive side of the ball. It's so brilliant what they do. And part of the brilliancy of what they do is because of Tom Brady, because he has 19 years of a Rolodex in his head where they can just go any formation, any play, any contingency plan. We can throw it on Tom and he'll get everybody straight in the huddle and everything like that. So I was not trying to make a knock at like that. There's a lot of great quarterbacks who were taught the same way. I'm just saying in New England, it's beautiful harmony. There's always something for every defense. And just being up there and experiencing it and playing for Josh McDaniels, I got to see it firsthand where I just was always so impressed that way. I wasn't trying to take a shot at Tom Brady.
All right, let me peel this back a bit because we had been linking A.J. Green to the Patriots all year long. It just seems like a fit, right?
Yep.
Do we think the Patriots offered a first-round pick for A.J. Green and the Bengals said no? And so it's a second-round pick for Sanu? Because if I can get Green for a 1 versus Sanu for a 2, am I not taking Green?
I'm taking Green, yes, 100%. But maybe that's one point. Maybe Cincinnati's not putting him on the market like we thought he might. I mean, they should, I think. But, I would certainly take Green for a first-rounder over Sanu for a second, yes.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.